Reserve a Patriots win. On paper, this year looks like two evenly matched teams that could stage another classic. We've got our team reporters on the scene, Mike Reese in Foxborough, Lindsey Theory in Washington with the Seattle Seahawks. But Mike, let's start with you. Patriots quarterback Drake May dealing with a shoulder injury. What more can you tell us?
Kevin, after the Patriots' first practice leading into the Super Bowl, Drake May came into this interview room and provided an update on his right shoulder. He was asked how he's feeling and if this injury might affect his ability to throw the football in the Super Bowl. Have a listen to what Drake had to say.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Got out there moving around a good bit today, and I was able to do some jog-throughs, so feeling good, and looking forward to be ready to go and the game we dream of playing in. So looking forward to getting out there and getting a chance to play in the Super Bowl. I'll do whatever I can to feel 100%, and I'm sure I'll get if not there, as close as you can, 99, or do whatever I can to make sure I'm throwing, and like I said, do whatever I can to help the team win.
They changed it up on us a little bit. Usually at Patriots practice, reporters get to see the quarterbacks throw, but Kevin, today, nothing. Whatever's going on with Drake May, they didn't want us to see anything, but Drake did say he did throw the football after reporters left.
Under wraps for right now, Mike. May's going to be the second youngest quarterback to start a Super Bowl behind Dan Marino back in Super Bowl 19. That's Mike Reese on the scene. Drake May and Sam Darnold among four quarterbacks with at least 30 completions on passes thrown 20 yards downfield, along with Matthew Stafford and Dak Prescott. They also have the two highest QBRs on throws 20 yards downfield, along with an identical 7-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. Our NFL reporter Lindsey Theory is with the Seahawks in Renton, Washington. Lindsey, you just spoke to Sam Darnold. What did he have to say about the team's preparations for the Patriots?
Yeah, Kevin, I caught up with Sam very quickly in the locker room before he headed out to practice. He's in good spirits amid the chaos of Super Bowl ticket requests. I did get a chance to ask him how he feels. He tells me he is feeling good. I asked him if he's going to be throwing out at practice today. That's the big mystery. He kind of joked, yeah, Lindsey, I'll throw it 1 or 2 times. And actually, Kevin, that might not be too much of a joke, because Kenneth Walker, their running back, told me that this week they're really kind of handling as more of a bye week. So it's going to be so much about mental reps out there on the field. Another one of their teammates, though, told me that with those mental reps, they have so much continued confidence in Sam Darnold and what he's able to do, because he's obviously showed it on the field as he has continued to play through this injury. And I know that earlier in the week, Mike McDonald, who did not talk with reporters today, but he did address the Sam Darnold preparation by saying, they're going to let Sam Darnold do what he thinks is best and how much he thinks he needs to get going out there. But again, Sam Darnold in really good spirits and expressed kind of a lot of confidence about himself before going into his first practice as they get ready for the Super Bowl now in just 10 days.
I love how handling ticket requests is the biggest job this week, and Darnold's going to be the 8th all-time quarterback to start a Super Bowl in year 1 with his team. Great stuff from Lynn. Coaches today in Tennessee, Robert Saleh took the podium after a very successful run as defensive coordinator with the Niners. Saleh has previous head coaching experience with the Jets.
Fast and violent, man. Play in and play out. We're going to play with speed. We're going to play confident. We're going to have some swag. Talk a little. But I want them to show who they are. Play in and play out. And like I said, the one thing that you'll notice is the speed at which we play and the violence at which we do it.
Well, the NFL's coaching carousel is not entirely finished spinning. Wednesday's move by the Browns to hire Todd Monken leaves 2 remaining vacancies, both in the desert. Whoever the Raiders hire will be their 15th head coach since 2000. That includes interims, and that is not surprisingly the most in the NFL over that span. Senior NFL insider Adam Schefter joins us now. Adam, you get this deep into the offseason without a hire. Presumably, it's because you're eyeing someone who's still coaching. Give us a candidate both the Cards and Raiders are looking at.
Clint Kubiak, the Seahawks offensive coordinator. And I think there's a reason that we're now this far into the head coaching hiring cycle, and neither team, the Raiders nor the Cardinals, has hired a new head coach yet. Clearly, both are interested, highly interested, in the Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak, who's getting ready for Super Bowl 60 against the New England Patriots. Clearly, he is in line to get one of these jobs. One of these teams looks like it's now going to be able to pluck him off the Seahawks staff, and the other team will make its own hire. But it looks like one of these two jobs will be ticketed for the Seahawks offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak.
A lot of experience as an offensive coordinator. Dad Gary won a Super Bowl as head coach of the Broncos. And then, Adam, you've got some breaking news. What is it?
Moments ago, the Philadelphia Eagles hired the Green Bay Packers quarterbacks coach, Sean Mannion, as their new offensive coordinator. He takes over for Kevin Patullo. He's 33 years old, very young, but he obviously is highly thought of. In 2023, he was playing quarterback with the Vikings and Seahawks, and now at the age of 33, he's the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. He follows a long line of play callers that Jalen Hurts has worked with. Last year, Kevin Patullo. This year, it'll be Sean Mannion. There's been a constant source of turnover there at the offensive coordinator position for the Philadelphia Eagles. The latest version will be Sean Mannion, the Packers quarterbacks coach, who now comes in and takes over as the Eagles play caller.
Former third-round pick out of Oregon State. Century of dominance. It's safe to say Patriots legends cast a long shadow. Tom Brady, of course, looms largest. Bill Belichick as well. Even current head coach Mike Vrabel has secured a spot in the pantheon of New England greats. And then there's Drake May. Just 2 years into his NFL career, it's far too early to put him in that category. But the early returns suggest that day might one day come. May sat down with another Patriot legend, Teddy Bruschi, to discuss his journey.
48-yard field goal attempt. Kick is on the way. And the game is over. And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions. The Patriots are Super Bowl champions.
We win our first Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah.
And there's this young woman that comes up to me, and she says to me, Teddy, my grandfather wanted me to tell you thank you. And we had won a championship, and I'm like, all right, yeah, ma'am, tell him I said, you know, well, you're welcome. It was our pleasure. She said, no. She said, no. My grandfather told me to tell you he can now die a happy man. Wow. Are you starting to feel that type of connection with the fans, and do you have impactful interactions that you can share so far?
I think one of the coolest things about being up here is the fan base. You know, I grew up in Charlotte, and I grew up a Panthers fan, and they obviously had the Hornets. And
no disrespect, but it's a little different.
It's a different world now up here. It's a different world, and I think that's kind of one of the first things I noticed. Just about, you know, it's all four sports too. That's the coolest thing about New England and Boston area. Bruins, the Celtics, the Red Sox, they love some sports, and I think it's kind of what you guys built, you helped build. You know, I think winning, you know, came with the kind of expectation of, you know, the fan base and their level, and you kind of say, hey, the fans around here kind of wait for the playoffs to kind of get loud and get this stadium rocking.
Coming here as a rookie from Arizona, out in California, I didn't even know where this was.
Yeah.
I mean, my girlfriend, who's my wife now, and I told her I got drafted by the Patriots, and she was like, "Where's that?"
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
so
exactly.
being here now and going through my career and seeing you guys succeed has been a really joy in my life.
Oh no, thank you, Teddy. Sure, you guys set the expectation, you set the forefront for what we're trying to get back to. And I think Coach Vrabel, he appreciates, you know, all the legends and the greats that come back and you know, spend time, come out to practice. And I know that, you know, that's what we're trying to get to, and, you know, compete for championships is the last goal that he wanted to do.
Fires for Diggs, touchdown, pulls it in, touchdown, Patriots!
We're back in the room. Let's go get another one, man. Pass on me, pass on 3, 1, 2, 3. For my career, I'm going to leave it all out there and have no regrets, and I think that's what I'm just trying to live up to.
You're doing all right so far.
Yeah, I got to keep going, no doubt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Simply an incredible turnaround for Drake May and the Patriots. After going just 4-13 his rookie year, May's won 17 games this season, including the playoffs. That's the most wins by any quarterback in their first or second season. The Bills introduced head coach Joe Brady today. He's simply moving down the hall at one Bills drive. He was already the offensive coordinator. He replaces Sean McDermott. And both he and the face of the franchise, Josh Allen, spoke about the opportunity.
One thing that the guys know about me, and it might be from espresso, it might be from Gatorade Fast Twitches, but I'm going to bring the energy every single day. And I believe people are going to feed off of that. I truly believe in being the temperature, right? I'm the weather, and they're going to feel it every single day. They got to play Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, not the other way around. And it does not matter the day of the week, the time of the day. Is it outside? Is it inside? What's the weather? Just put the damn ball down. Let's go play. All right, and that's going to be the mentality that we play with. That's Buffalo.
I'm very looking forward to Joe and everything that entails with him becoming the head coach and guys getting behind him and rallying behind him and understanding his vision, because I do believe in it. And whatever Joe needs from me, I'm going to do, and I think that it's the right decision for this organization.
NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky joins us now. All right, Dan, so with Joe Brady, they maintain a thread of consistency